Well, good morning, my wonderful friends. Another glorious day. Just pulled up to work with a couple minutes to spare. Got up a little bit early today. I woke up about an hour early actually. Had some really strange dreams, really strange dreams. I've been having a lot of very vivid dreams lately, and this one was not a great dream. It was kind of scary, and sometimes in my dreams, like if I'm yelling or like shouting, like I will shout in real life as well. So I got up and Mo was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I had a really bad dream," and I was like, "Was I yelling?" And he's like, "No." He's like, I didn't know if you were. I was sleeping." I was like, "Okay, good." I was like, "'Cause sometimes that happens." So I don't know, kind of a disturbing dream, and it's just been kind of a weird vibe in general. Like yesterday was a really strange day for me overall. Like I was busy. I was actually busy, which is great, but also like it was just kind of a frustrating day because I had all this stuff that I was working on and none of it's really going anywhere like super fast. One of the people that I've been working with, she bought from me a couple years ago, and we got a trade evaluation for her, and unfortunately, the figure that was provided to me is the figure that I gave her. There was a total amount and there was also a broke down amount. I didn't pay any attention to the broke down amount. I just looked at the total amount. That's what I gave to her. And she was like, "Hey, can we do a little bit better?" I said, "I don't know. Let me see what I can figure out here." And we were able to offer her a little bit more. And I plugged in all the numbers into our program and that adds everything up for you. And she's like, "Wait a second." She's like, "This is, thousands of dollars less. Shouldn't it be this?" And I'm like, "What?" So I start looking and I'm like, "Oh." So the initial number that I gave her was considerably higher than what the actual offer was. The numbers got like flip-flopped. I see what happened. And I didn't think to like check the math of it. I just, took the total amount for what it was. And so now I had to explain like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Like, it was a typo. It was supposed to be this. This is where we're at. This is the max amount we can offer. I can't do anything further. I understand if you want to try to sell it on your own." And she's like, "Okay, well, I need to think about it." And I'm just like, crap. I'm like, that freaking sucks. Like, that should have gotten closed yesterday. That should have been a done deal. And because of the mistake that I did not catch, now we're still sitting here. So I don't know what's going to happen with it. I wouldn't blame her at all if she's just like, "You know what, just forget it all." But yeah, we'll see. It's not totally dead in the water, but like those kind of mistakes, like that can cost you everything. Like simple typo, especially when it comes to numbers. So yeah, it was a big deal, and I don't know what's going to happen with it. I do have another lady that we're running through in financing. I have to put everything in today. She got me all the stuff I needed later in the day, so I didn't have time to get it submitted. It was after hours actually, so banks are closed, so it didn't matter if I got it all over that night anyway. So I'm gonna do that this morning, see what we can figure out for her. She's also talking about like looking into a waiver as well, so you never know with that too. So if she decides to go that route, that we could be looking at another 6 months to a year. So, but at least I have a couple things to work on. And I did get a text this morning from somebody that I recognize the name, but I don't recognize like what the situation is exactly. I think I have a general idea, but the guy was like, "Hey, it's been, maybe a year or longer since we touched base, but like I finally have the funds that I've been needing, and I don't know if you remember working with me. You were so patient, you were awesome. You answered all my questions for me, even though I didn't have the money at the time." And he's like, "And I'm considering you guys alongside a couple other companies, so I'm hoping that we can get together and see what we can work out." So yeah, I'll have to dig into that and see what's going on. But yeah, it was just another brutally hot day yesterday. Not as bad as it was Tuesday actually, but it was still brutally hot. I was dressed a little bit more appropriately, like I had short sleeves on, but it was absolutely just sweltering in here. And so I think on top of everything else, with it just being like stifling hot, just absolutely miserably hot, like that tends to like wear on your patience. So I was just, I don't know, more and more towards the end of the day just feeling like so much like pent up aggression and rage. And then when I drove home, like for some reason so many people were just driving like well under the speed limit, and I'm just trying to get home. Like I have a raging headache, I'm sweaty, I'm sticky, I'm hot, my mind feels like it's gonna explode. And so like I was driving quite aggressively, which I shouldn't have been, trying to get around these people. And yeah, I don't know. Like, when I got up this morning, I told Mo about my bad dream. He's like, promise me. He's like, you just try to keep yourself in check. He's like, don't be doing stupid stuff. Don't be driving too fast. Don't be trying to get around people. He's like, just take it easy. He's like, I want you to be safe. And he's like, and there's a ton of crazy people in the world. He's like, you're gonna piss off the wrong person, and something terrible might happen. And he's like, I don't want anything to happen to you. And I'm like, he's right. He's totally right. So I don't know, guys. I'm like just going through it right now. Like, I am like, I feel like I am going through like this period of another transformation. I think that's why things are like so challenging, or like perceivably challenging for me right now, is because I think I'm about to get to another level of growth here. So that's, I think, usually what happens, right? Like, you usually have like these, what we call tower moments, or like these periods of like what seem to be like just a lot of struggle and obstacles and challenges to overcome. And you're going to have that your whole life. Like, I know that. Like, there's always going to be something. But I do feel like I am in this period where I am about to expand even further, not just in my life, but like in my spirit and everything else. So yeah, that's kind of exciting, and I kind of like to think about it like that way, because it does help make things like give me a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Other news, I do have a hair appointment today, so I'm gonna go get freshened up, and I am very excited about that. So it always feels good to get a clean cut, clean color, get everything looking good, and I'm looking forward to that. And also tomorrow I will be doing another promotional video for our company. My boss approached me yesterday, and he's like, I don't want you to stress out. He's like, but we are really hoping that you would be willing to do another video for us, because you did so great, on the last ones. He's like, and it did get you paid. And I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll do it. I said, I can do that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, just try to do it like the same way you did last time. And I was like, I don't know any other way. So that's what you guys are gonna get, is exactly that. So he's like, good. So yeah, I don't know. It was kind of flattering that they want me to do that. But I'm also like, I'm like, I feel like I should get something for this too, right? You guys want me to do these promotional videos, and it's taking time out of my day to be doing my sales stuff that, feel like I should be getting a little bit greased here. Like, I don't know if it's like a one-time payment for the video, or, for every bit of business that's generated and traffic that's generated, that I get paid. So I don't know if they'll go for that, but And also, like, for some reason I feel like a little bit like weird about like getting into that kind of stuff, like, and I shouldn't, because it's kind of like one of those things, like, if you don't ask for a raise, for example, you're not going to get one. Like, not necessarily, like, they're not going to be like, oh, you're doing so amazing, we're just going to do this for you. Like, they're going to assume you're okay with whatever you're getting. So yeah, I don't know, it's just always a little bit of an awkward conversation. So I don't know, maybe I'll drop a hint or two, be like, yeah, so what will I be receiving for this? You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. Also, I did get my nails freshened up. I took my lunch break yesterday to go get some new nails, and yeah, they're really cute. They're nothing too crazy, but I really like them. So check them bad boys out. Yeah, cool. It's like a black and purple kind of vibe. So yeah. Yeah, also I've been ordering way too much DoorDash. We've been planning on making a meal for like the past 2 days, and for some reason, like, I just get like a hankering for something, and then when I start craving it, I'm like, that's all I could focus on, and that's what I want. And yesterday was potato salad. I was like, I really, really want some potato salad. We don't have potato salad. Yes, we could have went to the store and got the stuff, or just even gotten like the deli potato salad, but I was just like, when I got home, I did not feel like going anywhere, doing a single thing, nothing at all. And so I ordered again, and it's quite expensive, and it's a little bit irresponsible too. So, but yeah, we got some food. I got my potato salad, which it was very good, by the way, and ordered like a chicken sandwich and some like chili cheese fries, which were kind of mid, to be honest. So Yeah, that's the sign, right? The universe's sign to be like, you know what? Maybe you should just be making stuff at home and just deal with it. So, but anyway, I gotta get inside, guys. Thanks for listening to me. I really appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate when you do. I'm really close to breaking 500 subs right now, and it's all because you guys are just so wonderful and caring. And I would really love to just keep building this channel and keep growing and growing and growing. And who knows, maybe eventually, you know, I can do what I really want to do, which is continue traveling and showing you guys cool stuff, like from my perspective, and hopefully you enjoy it. So I would love to do that full time. That'd be incredible. So that's the dream. But anyway, leave me a nice comment. I love chatting back. Please keep it respectful, kind, uplifting. I always appreciate that too. And I'll touch base with you guys again real soon, okay? All right. Love you. Bye-bye.